Hello friends and welcome, I'm VA Adam. In today's video I'll be showing you how to fit a simple battery cut-off switch to the battery on my 1972 Buick Riviera. Now I was introduced to these great devices by another Riviera owner here in the UK. They're really simple and all that you do is you just attach it in line to the negative terminal on the battery. When you want to disconnect the battery you just unscrew it here. This creates a break in the power and then the power's shut off. Super simple, super easy to use. The reason that I have two here is because the one on the right was purchased for me by the Riviera owner that I mentioned earlier. Nick, I owe you a cheeseburger, buddy. Unfortunately, this one is for a battery with post terminals, but my battery has side-mounted screw terminals. This type of battery, believe it or not, is actually the standard type of battery that was mounted back in '72, and that's been confirmed by the workshop manual. I believe that they thought at the time that these were better for preventing water ingress because they're kind of more like marine batteries. And I just wanted to show this to you anyway, just to kind of give you an idea that there are different varieties of these cut-off switches that you can get. Let's put that one to one side and work with the threaded one. So what we're going to do is remove this bolt. We'll then be able to screw the existing battery cable bolt onto the now free thread. The removed bolt will then be used to go onto the other side and will go through the hole and screw into the battery terminal. So let's get started. Here's a battery we're going to be working on, and we're going to be working on the negative side here. There are some options of fitting it here. We could mount it to the left, we could mount it up, or we could mount it on the right, as we can see here. So let's remove the cable and see how best we can fit this. So now I'm just removing the negative cable and then fitting the bolt to the kill switch. I'm not tightening it yet as I want there to be some movement whilst I position it and try and get it right. Here it is fitted to the negative cable. I've also disconnected the positive cable as it was just a bit difficult to work with the positive cable here in the way. So let's flip these around so that the cables aren't all tangled, and then we'll be in a better position to put the cables on. Now we can have a look at our mounting options. Before we do that though, let's just check that this bolt fits, which it does. We could mount down like this, but it would be really difficult to use. Upright, it's going to pull the cable a little bit too much, and the same with mounting it left. So let's go with mounting it right, that seems to be the best option. Now I'm mounting the kill switch to the battery terminals using the supplied bolt. The position is great, it's easy to access, and it's not in the way of anything else. There's a bit of a problem though. The supplied bolt is not actually screwing in tightly. So in the end I actually went to get a new bolt. Unfortunately I couldn't get exactly the same size. As you can see, the ones that I got were much longer, as shown on the left here. I have to therefore cut it down to size using a Dremel cutting wheel. The problem then was that it wouldn't bite, so I've now had to use a grinder wheel to just provide a bit of a mitered end to allow the bolt to sit into the thread and allow it to get a bit of purchase. So for reference, these replacement bolts are M10. The fit is tight, but then that's a really good thing on this battery because I don't want it coming loose. I also got a washer, as the supply bolt had a built-in sort of washer flange around the top of the bolt, and the replacement one did not. So as you can see, the cut-off unit is now secured in really tightly, and I'm really happy with how well this is holding in. It's going to make sure that all the vibrations from the engine aren't going to shake it loose or move it about too much. I've unscrewed the cut-off unit for now, which has disconnected the battery, and I've also connected up the positive side. So now that everything's in place, let's give it a test. At this point we should have no power. And we don't. Brilliant. I'm now winding the cut-off switch back in to reconnect the power. As you can see, now the power's on, everything's working exactly as it should be. That's the beauty of this system. It's so easy to use. You just wind, unwind, and that just disconnects and connects the battery. So the job's taken a little bit longer, but that's the whole point that I make these videos for you guys. This should have been a really quick job, just 10 minutes, swap it out. And that's what you might be thinking doing these jobs sometimes, but I'm sure you've encountered it yourself where you encounter these little problems and it can just add a lot of time to the job. But that's why I do these videos, to really help try and show you the problems I've encountered, and hopefully that will help you if you encounter similar or the same problems when you're doing these jobs. Even with all the issues that I had, I'd still highly recommend one of these devices and fitting it to your classic car. It's going to be so easy to just unwind this when I put the car in storage. It disconnects the battery and I don't have to worry about it. It will also mean a lot less wear on the threaded terminals on the battery. Every time I was disconnecting a battery and reconnecting it to do a bit of maintenance work, I was having to unscrew and rescrew the bolt. That's why the threads got so messed up in the battery over time and why I had to get a different bolt, because it just wouldn't bite. And this device is going to eliminate all of that, because all I have to do is unscrew the battery kill now. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and until next time, this is V8 Adam signing off.